was gonna vote out Josh, and then everybody told me it was kind of flipping, so I didn't want to like be on the minority.
Yeah, I think everyone was. Then all of a sudden we were like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
And then there was this whole thing about like keeping a target in the house, which I get because he's like obviously did so much damage on day 3. So I just like I don't really trust him that much anymore because like. He was like, well, like he sleeps in the same bed as me, so like I talked to him day 1, day 2, and like thought he's a pretty cool guy, but he says he's like done with all that lying and stuff, and like got
but
done
you never
with
know.
day 3, but like you never know. And he just like got tangled in a web. So like I don't know like what he's telling people still, if he's still like trying to do like Pretty Boys 2.0 or like what the whole situation is, because I know he's like trying to like be nice to people now, like change his whole persona, but just like I can't tell. So yeah, I know it's like a really small pool of applicants.
Yeah.
It's like it's 6, and if I'm like thinking correctly, it's even smaller than that probably.
Yeah.
So I would assume I don't want to guess, but like, are you gonna put like Josh and Kiefer up? Is that what you're thinking right now?
Okay, so my thinking is like I know we haven't spoken game, but I do feel cool with you.
Yeah.
Like I have no,
Yeah, for sure.
Like going forward, like if I had the entire house to pick from, would I choose you?
Yeah.
Not on my radar.
Right.
In that way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like where my mind immediately went. Like, first you to drop.
Right. Yeah, that's also true. I think I went third. That was just like right after.
You're like, perfect.
Perfect. I knew I wasn't gonna do well in that comp too. It was like I looked at it, I was like, no fucking way.
I honestly almost dropped it immediately.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. And like keep it from the sidelines was kind of doing the most, and I like didn't appreciate that either.
Yeah, he was like talking to a lot of people on your team.
I was like, do you mind? Like,
even Josh and Keith were doing a lot of talk on the bench as well. I was just like, guys, shut up.
Literally. So yeah, like I wouldn't want you to like be in danger right now in my thinking. I mean, I don't know, what do you think? Like kind of who on your team are you like vibing with or not, or like I don't know.
So who am I vibing with on my team? So probably the most like if I like Braden, Jed, and Latoya. I like Josh and Kiefer I could do without. Like take him or leave him. I prefer to leave Josh obviously, but like Kiefer's kind of like a take him or leave him kind of guy. But Braden, I told him like on day 1 and like honestly yesterday too, before HOH, I was like I really liked him from the beginning because he's like super chill. Latoya, I didn't really know what to expect of Latoya at first because like she was like being quiet and just like not talking to a lot of people, but I think she's like a lot more.
Yeah,
and, like,
she has.
You can see like she's a very strong person and like sticks to her word, which I appreciate. So I like her. And then Jed, we just like obviously vibe. First day and like have good chats with him as well. And he's like a super likable guy in general, right? Like probably like the most likable guy in the house, if we're being honest. So those are the 3 probably. And then Kiefer and Josh are probably just like I could be without them. And I know like the teams thing is not going to be like around forever. It's probably going to dissolve at some point in the near future. So like always like trying to reach across the aisle. And like for me, for you, like you would never even be on my radar either because I know we haven't talked a lot of game, but like we have this like back and forth and, obviously like a good personal relationship. So like I guess like from your perspective on your team, is there anyone that you like extremely like don't vibe with at all, or like you want to develop better relationships with?
I feel like there's not anyone I don't vibe with because I feel like we haven't been put in that situation where we're like, okay, like we haven't had like the need to turn on each other. I would say I don't know too much about like Tina or Tara. I only spoke to Kyle today, but like I do feel fine with him. I don't have reservations with him really. Beth and I are friendly. Like we're not like big like on the game talk yet, but like we are friends. And I love Vic. I do love Vic. I think she's great.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I love Ty. Like
it's like so impossible not to like
it's so
anybody.
Hard. I know.
Unless they make it super obvious.
I know.
For me, but
I mean, I do like as well that like on your team, I think Braden's super cool. I like Jed as well. So like the fact that you like vibe with them too, like it makes you feel good kind of going forward as well. So I think that's a good thing.
For sure. And I know it's like super tough because it's like a very, very small pool of applicants and like I don't know if like the deal you made with Latoya is like, is that, I'm assuming it's a legitimate deal.
Yeah, I think that would be so shitty to be like, oh.
To be like, you were the last one up and I'm going to pick you up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just like, obviously then it's like between like Braden, myself, Kiefer, and Josh, if I'm like thinking about it realistically. So, but yeah, no, it's like a super tough decision. That's why I wanted to just like chat with you and kind of see where your head was at. But I assume like Josh would be the target. Is that what you're thinking? That's kind of like where my head is at right now. Like, I mean, I guess as we saw, like anything can really happen. Yeah. So, but right now I think that's kind of the best bet. We'll wrap it out of his ass. I know. It was a crazy last minute flip. It was so crazy. But yeah, this whole teams thing kind of like tosses like a whole bunch more into it too. Yeah. I think like people just want to like go out there and win. It's like tough to take 2 L's in a row. Yeah. So it's like from that perspective, it's kind of shitty. But like honestly, I felt pretty comfortable like when you won because I genuinely like you. And like honestly, quite a few people in the house, but so. Yeah, I want to be like in a position as well, like just for me, like going forward, like when I'm not HOH and I potentially can't compete, like I want to feel okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like this week kind of allows for that a little bit more, just because of the situation and the teams and stuff. But yeah, I just want to feel good, calm with everything going on. So yeah, and I think for doing it the first time, like being the first one to do it, it's tough too because. You don't want to like make waves obviously so early in the game and we had the team's first week so it's like nobody got nominated. This was like 6 nominees last week. So crazy. Yeah, I was like, are we gonna have to do like a 30-second pitch to that's what everybody? I thought. But the questions were actually pretty cool. I thought that was a good idea. You guys all did so well. I was in shock. I was like, oh my god. Yeah. They were like, there was a couple that were tough, like I think like Jed's final 2 and Braden's was hard. Was tough. Yeah. Latoya's with like, did you toss out Julie's name? That was hard. Yeah. So I was like, I was literally shook. I'm like, how composed you all were. I'm like, what? I would have crumbled. I would have been like, I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, I think it's a good twist, honestly. Like, I think the teams thing is a good twist. Because like, it hasn't happened before. It sucks losing twice because you feel like you're like trying to survive instead of thrive. So it's a little uncomfortable from that perspective, but at the end of the day, I know like teams aren't going to be around forever, so I'm by no means like limiting myself to like my team captain or someone I sleep in the same bed next to. You know what I mean? Like, I know. It doesn't make sense to be like, oh, this is like my team forever now because we're in this game. Like you want to diversify and like make sure that you trust people all around. And I think you have like quite a few strengths, which is like great to see because you're very personable. I think you like done a really good job of like getting to know everybody in the house well, and you compete well, right? So you kind of like got a lot. To my surprise, really? I like had no idea. I was like, what if I'm bad at everything? Going far. I was like really shitty at one and like made a par in the other. So I've got like an average balance right now. Like for me, I'm just like, just don't be the first one out. Oh, I know. It's so like uncomfortable. Like when I put the first ball on too, I was like, shit, like I'm not gonna be good at this. I know. I honestly thought the same thing, but I think I just went numb. Yeah. I'm like, okay. I wish. Probably close to an hour, do you think? Right. I think so. Yeah. It's extremely tough. I thought my shoulder was going to be in pain, but I lasted 5 minutes. Yeah, I feel it a little bit like in my neck, because my neck was like cranked. Yeah, I could see Latoya even just like doing this from time to time. But like, did a good job of holding her balls on. Yeah. But it was crazy because it went from like 5-2. I know. To like 2-1. I was like, holy shit. I know. I was so stressed out. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. I don't know what would have happened though if your team won. Like, neither do I actually. I would have had to talk to her. I don't know who she would have put up. That's why I'm like, I can't risk it because I have no clue like how that would have gone. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know what I would have done if I won either. So it's like, it's like so tough. Because it's such like a random like. Yeah. You gotta like you and pick from like, it's such a small pool. It's not like you can pick from everyone. Yeah, I would have had to talk to Latoya about that and see like where her head was at. But yeah. Well, good. I just want to like get in your head a little bit and see what you're thinking. Yeah, I feel like generally too. I feel like everyone's kind of like on that same page. Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm just hoping noms stay the same. I don't need to do it twice. Yeah. I'm hoping noms stay the same too. I know.
And I'm hoping Noah stays the same. And if they don't, that it's not like Josh who wins.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like everyone just needs to gun for it.
Exactly.
Really hard.
I'm not sure if it's going to be 5 or 6 people for the veto. Because it was like 5 for the last 2 seasons. Because you don't compete, apparently.
Oh, I thought I do compete in veto.
So, I mean, sorry, for the last 2 seasons, they did no HOH competes. Oh. So it was like, I think for 7 and 8, they were like the 2 nominees, and then they pick out of the bag and you pick out of the bag. So there's like 3 others, but like you don't play. But I don't know if they're going to change it back to 6. Because 6 is like the normal way to do it.
Yeah. And they must be picking from the whole house because there's no way they can just
I think it'll be the whole house. That makes the most sense to me. Because like otherwise it would just be like our entire team playing, basically. Which would be a little weird. And nobody on our team would use the veto.
Yeah.
Because like that means somebody else has to go up, obviously. And then you ruffle feathers in your own team. So
yeah, exactly.
I think if anybody on our team wins, like definitely won't use it.
Yeah.
Unless it's one of those 2, obviously. And I don't think anybody would use it on your side either.
I don't think so either.
For the most part. It's like way too early to like use the power veto, I feel like, and like try to make waves and do stuff, but
literally.
You never know.
You never know. That's what we've learned. First week, we're like, you never know.
That was crazy. That was like a real Big Brother experience, like last minute.
Literally.
30 minutes.
Literally.
I was kind of panicked. I was like, holy shit, I don't know where the vote. When we passed each other on the stairs, I was like, I don't even know where the votes are right now.
I know.
I was trying to run and figure it out. I was like in my boxers and a tank top. I was like, what is going on?
I know. I literally was like, huh? Like, are we doing this? Is it happening?
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry she had to go home. I know you guys were close.
The thing is,
were you?
I was friends with her, but like that was kind of it.
Yeah, just
like,
not like that.
We talked on the first day, and we like did our makeup together in the morning, and then we didn't really hang. Like I don't think people realize like we weren't together.
Right.
Like unless
she told people that. That's why.
I know she did, and I was